What is a high-level soulmate? A high-level soulmate is the substitute for a twin flame that can't go into union. Twin flames stem from one and the same source. And it is ordained by God, and there is a soul contract, and it is also a mission. And these are couples that live together to be able to carry out a very important mission. And if for some reason this union can't come into fruition, and one of these parts has started to activate their twin flame journey, it is possible for them to speak with God. But remember, there is no one on earth that can end a soul contract. But there's a lot of people pretending to be in that authority. That authority is owned by God and only God, because these contracts are ordained by God and written and decided before we enter our life on earth to do with that importance of a life mission. And if for some reason your twin flame is not awakened or a good partner, or has chosen a direction in life that is just not possible for them to walk in a spiritual and in God's way, all twin flames are with God. It is not a connection for just happiness and good days. It is very it's warrior connections between twin flames and what they carry out. They are not coming down on earth as warriors against you, but they are standing in a very powerful position, which needs to be a warrior sense of mind to be able to stand against so much attacks that this journey will entitle for this couple. But they do have the greater good for this earth when they start. And so if there is a twin flame, they can't begin this journey. The other twin flame has to speak to God and let God know what happened and ask for God to the contract will not be broken, but he will call in a substitute that will take that twin flame's position into that contract. So your twin flame will be erased this time from that contract. And if it is too much, that twin flame might be erased for all times, and the high-level soulmate might take that person's position for the rest of eternities to come forward. So it is a very, very strong relationship, and it has so much other levels to it when it comes to God and spiritual, and therefore it needs to be activated, and it needs to be looked at in a completely new way. And we are not supposed to give chance after chance after chance, because we are not in karmic energies. So when one twin flame starts that journey, you need to keep your level high up, because that is what is ascending you forward. Your twin flame do not share the physical body with you, but you share the chakra system, you share the light body. It has been separated into two parts, and you resonate with one and the same codes that are unique to you and to your source. The frequency is always visible so that you can pick it up, but you will never be able to pick up that frequency before you start to develop a little bit up through the spiritual levels. But you're not ready at that time. What you will feel is the knock on your door, letting you know, are you ready for the twin flame journey? Are you ready to call in your twin flame. That is why you feel this magnetic pull, this incredible passion and longing. So are you ready? This level and level and level and level to go through before you will be ready for a twin flame. It is like God will not send out his warriors to battle for him and for earth before they are ready. So you will never be taken from your life and just pull out and ready. That ain't going to happen. And it doesn't matter what people say that they can break your soul contract. It's just to kick that shit away. It's bullshit. Every soul contract between twin flames are ordained by God. And they were written before you went into this existence here on earth. And it might have been written for 20 lifetimes ago. And it is supposed to be a mission together with a twin flame union. Twin flames are never just friends. They are couples. And it is by God. So to be able to start, if you feel the knock on your door, and you feel that pull, it is a magnetic pull that is impossible to resist. It is just impossible. And to start, to begin this journey, you need to go into a program and you have to activate that frequency and start doing those requirements. And I would suggest that you go into my program and read a little bit about how I work, who I am. I am the Earth Angel, and I am up at 12D, and most are not. And that is why I am able, because I am ordained by God, to have that authority to help you to start your journey. I am the chosen one. I am one of the 144,000. So please join the program. You will feel your twin flame in a very intense, passionate way. Even if you do not have them in a person or you don't even know who they are, you will still sense them in the astral body. And when you do, when you start to feeling this intense longing and this emotional rush through your life and your light body frequency, it is your twin flame knocking on the door, wanting you to start your journey towards twin flame union. And it might be that your twin flame is still in a relationship with someone else, and that someone else is never a twin flame or a soulmate, because it is just you and that person. But they might be in a relationship with someone in a karmic lower energy, because they need to level up and they have to leave that person behind, because they do not have a soul contract with your twin flame. You do. And this contract is ordained by God, and anyone that comes in and tries to take your twin flame away from you is going to be hit and sentenced by God. Because this contract has been came into union and was written before you and your twin flame entered this life here on earth. If you for some reason do not want to be together with your twin flame, because they might not do the work, they might not want to do the work, or you might have a third party that is destruction completely, you may talk to God, but it is only God's decision if he wants to terminate that soul contract. It can never be done by a human, because humans are not at the same level as God, and you need to remember that. But most twin flames do come together, and most twin flames do the work, and most twin flames are happy knowing that they have a mission, they have a life mission to carry out through this time on earth. Twin flames have had lifetimes together before. These are not new individuals, and they share the same astral chakra system, which means that they are connected to a unique code. That code cannot be taken by someone else. It can't be copied, it can't be harvesting on, it can't be manipulated with at all. But what will happen is, if you have some sort of a person coming in as a third party trying to steal what is yours, this individual will be moved away. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 years or 10 years, they will. And if they do not listen to God's warnings, they are going to be hit by karma. And that karma is not to be played with. It can continue and continue and continue through lifetime, and it can actually spread through to their grandchildren and the lineage. So twin flames are not to be tricked with. Twin flames are not to be manipulated with, because this is a different kind of relationship that is not of earthly measurements. But if you feel that you have this intense feeling of feeling your twin flame in an astral way, intense passion, it's almost like you have a ghost at home. You are connected through 5D, if this is what you feel, and God is knocking on the door. It is time for you to start your twin flame activation. But you can never be activated by a person that have not leveled up through all of these dimensions to understand what you have to do, because it is a level and level and level and level to go through before you will be ready for a twin flame. It is like God will not. It is the most beautiful relationship you can ever be in when it comes to a twin flame dynamic. The intense familiarity, the recognition and the longing. When a person meets their twin flame, they will feel an intense sense of recognition and passion. And the bonds may develop between people that have known each other for a long time, even if they not met before in this lifetime. It is the most powerful sign of a twin flame when it comes to unconditional love, is the longing. And you will experience an intense longing for your twin flame, even if you two haven't met yet, because what happens when a karmic comes and steals your twin flame? It is very dangerous for that karmic, because God has ordained this soul contract to be carried out, and karma will start hitting that karmic third party. And when the karmic hits by this karma, he or she will never rise again, because this is a contract that God has with two people, two individuals. And if they want to break that soul contract, one of these twin flames has to speak to God, no one else, and see if he wants to break. There is no person on earth that can break a soul contract. There is a lot of karmic people on this earth playing in levels they should not, because this is still the domains of God.